Just wait around. Morning, Maria. How are you? Okay, hopefully. Right, the sellotape. Just me and you for now. So I'm gonna just go in a bit because I don't know if you can actually see if that one shines a bit more. This is a bit messy, this is, but then we like mess. I don't know if you can let's have some light, that would be better. I don't know if you can see the sheen and the shimmer on there. That by there is quite shimmery, and this one's, I'm not using glitter today, so it's not going to, because I had it all over me when I used it when I did these. Okay, so let's put the other light on, it's better. Okay then, morning Sally, Mrs. Sticky. Oh, is that me or you? No, me. Right, jelly plate. Morning Vic. Yes, we're using a jelly plate and a brayer today. Now, just a heads up about the jelly plate. I was saying the other day that it's not good to use glossy paper on. Morning Mary. The jelly plates, for those who haven't got one, will come in like one of these. You will have a leaflet in there telling you how to sort of how to use it, how to keep it clean, etc. What you need to do, because this was another thing I didn't do, was take it out. It'll come with acetate on the top and underneath it. Take them off and get rid of them. You can use them for putting paint on, you can use them for anything, or you can bin them, dare I say. All you need to keep a jelly plate is this. Do not keep in anything else. And they say that it should be stored upright, but you know, if you can't, you can't. But that's all you do. A lot of people don't clean the jelly plate, and that's perfectly fine. I like clean things. I tried to get my brayer clean, but it's sort of clean. That is the actual colour of the brayer underneath. Okay, so that's the lesson about the jelly plate gone. Done. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have used a jelly plate. I'm pretty new-ish to it. I used one many years ago. And then I broke it because I didn't pay attention to what I've just said. So let's get all these things out of the way. Basically, you're layering up. It's whatever is on that side is what your print will look like. You don't have to have one of these. I just find it easier. Now those bubbles won't come out because they're on the back. Okay, so whatever you've got on that side is what will print onto your paper, I think. But you don't have to look at that. You can sort of wait like I do. Now, where was I going to go first? I think I'll have some yellow on the top. I'm using acrylic paints, but they're great with distress oxides too. So, are you on this one? If you, Sally, or this will be, it's quite fun actually. The secret is not to put too much on there. If you're going to do it in layers, you need to let each individual layer dry. Let me just wind it in on it so you can see what I'm doing. And by no means an expert. So I have one or two colours. I'm going to have a few colours to make it look pretty. I'm not sure if these colours are going to be make it muddy. Hang on, yellow. I've got red and yellow in there. We better have red. So if we put all the prime colours in, then it'll end up like mud if they mix. Because that's how they make brown, etc. Just making sure. Oh, there's lots of comments. Hi, Louise. Right, Mary, you've got one, haven't you? So when you've got more, Maria's got small media plates and a tack shape pot. Yeah, they probably are the same thing. Right, we don't want this to get just make sure you're picking up the brayer as you're rolling it. I should probably have done this on there because they're all going to mix together now, aren't they? But that's fine because they're not going to make mud. And then what we need to be doing, because you don't want too much on there, is, you can't see this, is braying it off. Now these themselves can make quite nice backgrounds. Now if this paint dries, it doesn't matter because you can put a layer on top of it that will take it up. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be too much time here this morning. I'm just going to show you quick. Now what I'm going to do is use a stencil, and by popping that on there, am I right down? Yeah, that's as far as it's going to go. Oops. Now if you put your fingers in, it doesn't matter because that'll be another bit of now there you've got the marks of the stencil. Okay, and I want to keep my stencils clean for at least a couple of weeks. Right, the thing is, when you first use it, you can literally just play around with it. Now if I put because this itself will give some texture on it. I'm making this up as I go along. And then we're going to get that off. And then I'm going to put some more. What I should do is let that layer dry really before I put another layer on, but I'm just going to go for it and hope it doesn't mix together. So if I use a red or an yellow, should I use a red or a yellow? I'm going to go with a bright red. Find the red. This red, yeah. And I'm actually going to put this on the side. I'll help the paint dry on it. Here we go. There we are. And I'm going to actually just making sure I've got no comments. I'm going to use some. I was going to use some cut and dry foam, but it seems to have disappeared. It was all here ready, but it's gone. So I'm going to have to get another piece. Oh, here it is. See, was ready. Did have it. Oh no, I got that all over the place. Never mind, it's red. I like red. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit and just sort of dab it on here. And I don't want all of that. Just going to do a little bit and pull it up. And then perhaps I'll do some over here. You can, no, you can't. You might be able to. I was just going to say you could water this down a bit, but I don't think that would be a good idea. I haven't tried that, so don't try that. Or try it, but I didn't say so. If it goes wrong, don't blame me. Now, the only problem I've done is I've put that down, so that's going to give me a line down there, but it doesn't matter because it's going on sellotape, so nobody's going to look at it. Okay. I shall be doing more with the brayer. I'm waiting for some stamps to come to Waiting for some stamps to come so that I can try out some things. I've got some Lavinia stamps coming actually. I've been promising myself some Lavinia stamps since time begun, and I've eventually got to have some. So, right, I think I'm going to do some circles. I've got, this is an All and Create. As you know, I'm quite into All and Create at the moment. So, I'm just layering this up. Now, if could brayer that on. If I let this dry, if I let the layers dry, then I would be able to put the other primary colours on and it wouldn't make mud. But because it's not dry, there's that was a little bit too much there, but it's a little bit. You need to braid it out quite a bit because you don't want too much on there. If you do get too much on your jelly plate, that's better. You can actually keep going back in and taking it off onto, you see when I'm rolling on there. Okay. So we've got that by there. Might do a green one by there because I think that's dry. Are we all with me so far? Yep, no questions. Do that by there. Let's do a bit of green. Let's get rid of this. I can actually use this, the book. I can actually use that for stamping on. I can make flowers out of it, stamp some flowers, or I can die cut some flowers, put some wording on there. Let's get my kitchen towel. I'm impressed at how tidy I'm keeping this. And get some green going. I didn't need this much on here, but I'm enjoying it actually. Now, if you're going to invest in a brayer, I've had two. This is by far the better one. I'll show you the other one in a minute. So if I can brayer that, a bit of that by there and there as well. Let's start another page for this. Let's get rid of that. I would normally sort of spritz this and make something else with it, but I don't have the time. Put it into another background. Okay, I think I keep putting off the sellotape bit. So I'll take them out the way. I could also go in with this and start taking a little bit off. Now the trick is to actually keep taking a print of this as you go along, but what I'll do, I'll take a print at the end because I'm not going to fill the whole thing now with the sellotape. If you haven't guessed, the next part is to put the sellotape on. So I won't do the whole thing with sellotape. I'll just do one or two strips to show you, and then I'll show you how to get a print off the rest of it. Okay, so I think I need some more texture there. Not happy with it. It should come out. Right, what we do, we take some sellotape, like so. Now the tip is to make sure you turn over the end, otherwise it'll stick to you. I found that out by experience. And literally, I think I'll take one in the middle and stick that on by there. And then I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to actually turn that side under as well. So that, I mean, obviously the bigger the block, the bigger your tape will be. Now you can get tape that is sort of like that wide as well. Just have a look if there's any comments. No, you're all very quiet. Listen to myself first and do that in half. I think I'll do I'll go next to it, otherwise I know what I'm saying. You find out in a minute. If I go too far apart, then I'm gonna have holes when I pull up my print, although I might actually do a bit more on that. Right, I hope this is going to work. Right, I'm just going to do them for now. What I've got by the side of me is some mica powder. Now you can use I was going to say paint. You can use glitter. So I'm going to put them back in it, and I'm going to just pull this off. And when you pull it off, you'll actually pull off the pattern with you. Okay. Put that by there. If you don't do what I said about turning at the end, you'll have it stuck to you, and well, it'll take you all day. That one hasn't quite come, so I should have actually smoothed that one, but it came off nicely. Anyway, go from this end. Yep, it's coming. If it doesn't come off, you don't like it, just keep back and like it. Do you, Maria? It's good, isn't it? Right. I'm going to put this out the way for a minute. Yeah. Somebody remind me to come back to it, because I'll show you how we can take a print off that by, as I say, if the layers are dry, then that's good. What I'm going to just put a little, leave that by there, and I'm going to do just a little bit down the middle of here. Shall I go pink here? I could have done purple, couldn't I? Can you see? Yeah. Not enough on there. I didn't want enough on there because I wanted to put some purple in. The got the picky bits on there. Oh, a bit too much. It doesn't matter if I go over the top of that, because it'll be behind in any case. So I'm going to do this first. On a little bit. If I don't put any pattern here, then it's not going to happen. It's going to be a bit plain. So let's go with a bit of that. Just get a piece of copy paper. I just take a bit of that off. So you've got that, which you can use, you can keep putting to that, adding to it. So at least I've got something going on down there. I'm going to do it right here as well. I will come back to the sellotape. I just want to make sort of a bit of this. Do I need some? Oh, it's a bit wet. It's a bit wet, so what I'm going to do for it to go together, I've got blue and red in there, haven't I? So blue and red. I'm just trying to work out that they don't go into mud. This is dry, this yellow, which is why I'm using it. Oops. No, it's not dry. Why didn't somebody tell me that I'd already used it? But it's fine. No idea what this is going to turn out like, but it'll just use up the paint. Okay, so we're going to let that dry then a bit. Okay. Right, I'm going to put this over here. Spray off some of this and braid it off onto here. There we go. Leave that till another day. Okay, so we've got our sellotape. It was a bit wet. We'll place them right there. Make sure that you're pressing the edges, like telling your granny how to suck eggs, isn't it? Okay. Probably should have done this. No, it's okay. Right, in between these, if you were to put your hands there, you would feel that they're still sticky on there. So we need to make that sticky, not sticky, hence the mica powder. I'm going to get this all over the place, aren't I? Don't want it on my mat because it'll, at least I can control where it goes if I put it on here. And you can see what I'm doing. So it's already gone all over the place. Need an old brush or a brush. I want nice, that one's a bit too hard. I got some on there. So you literally just going to brush it on. Doesn't matter if it gets to the end, obviously. Like that. What the colour have I got? Got some green. But I got green up there, haven't I? Might be fussy. Oh. We're not having green because I can't get into it. Yes, we are. These that I'm using are from Honeydew. These ones, and I've got some from Sweet Poppy. This is what I pick up on my travels when I go to shows. A bit too much there, of course. Sorry, that was the postman. I was wondering if he was going to get him through or I'd have to go to the door. Right, so that's all done. Now I don't know if you can see the shine on here. Oh, this is what I was like Sunday. I'm not sure if you can see the shine. You can see where the purple is that way, and then you've got the green in the rest, and it does, and it really shimmers. Excuse me. So that's that one, and I've also got some Sweet Poppy white. So I need to get rid of all this stuff here. If you've got any comments, no, you're okay. Oh, cool. you heard the beep there, that means it's midday and I'm supposed to be doing mindfulness. It goes off every day. It's gone off every day since I've installed it. And do I do it? No. Have I ever done it? No, not with that. I found a new mindfulness doodling. Seriously, if anybody does need time out and to relax, Barbara Gray Clarity, she's been doing something called the Shack Shack. And I started from day one. I'm only on sort of 6 or 7 now. But she does take your mind away, and that's where I've got the doodling from. That's where I sort of crafted along with her last night. If anybody wants the link, she's on YouTube, but if anybody wants a link, and you all know Barbara Gray is a clarity, I'm sure. But if you want the link, let me know and I can put it in, or you can go off and Google it yourself. So I'm not sure if you're going to see the shimmer on there, but it is shimmering. Okay, so that's that done. Gone quiet. You've either gone away or you're not, or you're concentrating. I was going to use that, wasn't I? But I can't. So let's get rid of all this because I want to go back to the plate that I dumped everything on. Yeah, I dumped everything on, so all my nice patterns are gone. Lesson: when you're doing one thing, don't dump all your junk onto your jelly plate because it'll just remove everything you've done. But we still got a bit by there, and this now is all sort of dry mostly. Because it's dry, I can now add another layer on. It needs another layer to take, it needs a wet layer of paint now to literally take that up and off. So we get I'm going to do it on copy paper because I have no idea what it's going to turn out like. And I'm going to put green, no, I'm going to do a nice light background. Should I do, yeah, I'm going to do, I don't want white, I'm going to do this, which is, oh, it's a soft skin colour, there you go. And I am going to do it on here. It's gone. I need to do a little bit more than this. Yeah. Put a tiny bit more on. I'm very mean with my paint. So the edges. Okay, so this is where we all keep our fingers crossed that that is going to be wet enough to take this up. Doesn't look that wet. I'm going to put a bit more on because I'm scared that it's not going to I'm scared. It's better. It's better. Got some colour now. Yeah, I think that was going to be much too dry to take it off. Hi Fiona. Oh, just nearly neat, but this is on replay and I've got all these sticking to me. There we go. So I'm just going to put this on here, and you can braid it if you're okay about the back getting. And I've got 2 pieces anyway, so just to make sure it all comes off. And it's not worked quite, and it is quite muddy. I said it would be. I don't think that last coat was enough really, because it's not, it's a lot of it's coming off. That last coat wasn't enough to bring it all off. It's a bit dark and a bit muddy because I didn't actually let the paint dry in between, but you can see you can actually be using this, or you can cut it up, because what did I do? I don't know if I got them now. You can use them to stamp words on and things like that. Maria, this will be great for your sort of your tags and what have you, to stamp, because you don't have to use, obviously don't have to use a whole paper, but actually I quite like that. I like all these stuff in there. So hope you found that useful. I've got a galley plate now with lots on, so what I can do to get it off is put a bit more paint on. And don't be so mean. I'm going to use one of these book pages. I want it to dry. Oops. Useless. Once I finish one thing, that's it. I've just got everything stuck to my sellotape now. Just going to put that on there. This bit in the corner obviously isn't going to come off, but the rest of it should work now a bit better now. No, the edges isn't going to come off. Made it worse now, haven't I? When in doubt, that will take it off. But I'm not going to spend all day doing that. I could keep adding stuff to it. It will come off, honestly. But what I'll do is just spray it and wipe it off. Don't use a wet wipe on it. It is a bit rustic, see, so it will all come off if I do it straight away. I'll just go and don't use a wet wipe, you'll ruin it. Leave a residue on. What that will look like. Acrylic paint dries very quick. Should have probably got, there you go. A mess. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you're around tomorrow for the craft along, that doesn't get recorded because we just literally sit there and craft. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow, so have a nice rest of the day, and I'll be back again next Wednesday. If I think of anything in between, I might come back in between. I'm going to commit to once a week on a Wednesday, but I don't want to commit to any more just in case I've got anything going on. But yeah, my fussy. I don't want a dirty gel plate. Everything else can be dirty, but not my gel plate. Right, that's okay. You're very welcome. Yeah, I'll see some of you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, next week. So bye for now.